Okay, this is 9T Wombat. I'm back. This is the second video in my review of the Wazoo Survival Adventure bracelet. I've broken everything apart. The two tips right here I had to cut off. I had to use this to help get the, I used this side right here to help pull out the tips to remove the paracord, which is right over there. It's actually a pretty decent amount of paracord. This right here has the fishing line in it right there, and then over here we have some sinkers, some hooks, and some safety pins. There's, I believe, 2 safety pins, 2 hooks, 2 sinkers. That's actually pretty decent. You don't think you can do a whole lot with a little hook? Trust me, you can. You can catch birds with them. You can catch small animals with them, in addition to fish. And of course, this can be used for snare wire. The inner strands on the paracord can be used for making snares and other stuff for shelter building. The Ranger bands, they're useful for a lot of different things. They make an excellent hot fire tinder to extend the fat packs if you need to use the fat packs. These aren't too hard to make. They're small, but they serve many purposes, and that's the thing about this entire bracelet. Everything has multiple purposes, such as this has a scraper, plus it's a cutting tool. And also, if you're very gentle and you're using soft stuff, you can actually kind of pry with it, like for pulling knots out and stuff. I wouldn't use it to try and pry a piece of wood or anything, but for, like, you know, teasing out a knot or something, you can use that for that. Here's a closer look at the buckle now. The buckle's been pulled out, and it's a really strong. I like these buckles. I'd like to buy a lot of these, and I'm looking at making bracelets myself, or at least helping them build better bracelets. Either way, it's a win-win. It's what I do. I like to find improvements. Now, I haven't taken the safety off of that, but you can see that shine gets pretty good. Again, there's that retro reflector. That thing is super awesome. I was playing with it out there. I'm not a fan of this. This is a pain to get off. It's a pain in the building process. However, its quality is super high, and there are many people that actually probably would like this a lot. The biggest thing that I like is that, and I can put that and that on a dog tag. That's what I'm going for. There's no needle in this because the needle causes interference with the compass, and that's why you don't see a needle in here. Although I would prefer to have a needle over the compass because I can magnetize that needle. Like I said, these were a little wider than this part in here, and so I couldn't pull it through. I didn't try and muscle it through. I didn't want to break it, so I just took this and I just gently sawed off the ends, and with a sawing motion actually, and it worked really, really well. I'm actually really impressed. I mean, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but in a survival situation, I mean, here's the rubber, and actually it does have a pretty good pull. I would like to probably make a slingshot and see if I can actually take a piece of game, you know, take a rabbit or something down, a rabbit or a squirrel. I'm in the city, so that's not as easy to do. When I get out the country, I might do that, and that may be a much, much later video. I am going to try and see how well this works as a straw. You see that little hole right in there? But as you can see, there's a lot of wear on this, and that was from me. That's not them. I mean, and latex is not UV proof, so that's something that needs to be considered in construction and so on. Now, there are 2 zip ties. I need to do some review because I've never carried zip ties in a survival kit. I know that it can be used to hold things onto other things such as arrowheads and so on. But I'm going to do some learning myself about how to use zip ties. I'm pretty good with this video. I'm going to continue to break this down and do other videos, but for these 2 videos, I'm definitely going to tell you I am very impressed with this company. This company is very good with customer service. They will answer their phones. They answer their emails pretty promptly. And I have had nothing but good results. If I was to rate this company as a company, I would definitely rate it 5 stars. And I'm pretty hard pressed to do that with any company. So keep that in mind when you deal with Wazoo. They are an excellent company.